What's going on, everybody? Real quick, look, there's a lot of things that are going on right now during this whole pandemic, especially during this time of the year. There are things that are going on that actually are making things a little hectic. And I really want to pinpoint and share some things with you that I know will benefit you in the long run, um, because a lot of Americans don't actually realize what it is that is being affected and what is being done. And I'm gonna just share with you guys a topic that I have on tonight is called "Stop Leaving Money on the Table." So if you're looking at this, I really want you to take a real good look um, at the information that I'm going to share with you real quick. But I want you to grab a pen and paper, and I want you to understand that in America, there's a median salary that everybody's salary has been compiled of to make the median, right? So I want to share some things with you that is really, really, really gonna just expose a lot of things on what is going on. So right now in America, there is a median salary, and the median salary, guys, is $68,400. I want you guys to think about this. This is the median salary here in America, 68,400. I know there's a lot of people out there that make a lot more. There's a lot of people that make a lot less. But again, the median salary right here in America in 2020 is 68,400. Now I want to share with you. If you're taking notes, come up with a number. I don't want you to think about it. Just come up with a number that you feel that if I hired you for $68,400, how much money do you think that you would have at the end of the year if you paid off your necessities for the year? That means your food, water, shelter, and clothing. How much money of that 68,000 would you have left over after you paid off all of your necessities? The reason I titled this "Stop Leaving Money on the Table" is because I'm gonna share and break down this 68,000 on how it actually affects you. Guys, ready? Let's check it out. You get paid, whether it's bi-weekly, weekly, whether it's twice a month, whether it's once a month. Every single time you get paid, taxes off the top come out of your check. Taxes take 1/3 of your income, guys. 1/3 of 68,000 is 22,572. Again, that's 68,000 for the year. 1/3 of that is 22,572. Now, Brandon, what are you saying? If taxes took 22,000 off the top of your check, then guess what? You actually only have 48,000 for the year. 48,828, not the 68. But guess what? When you go and you start filing for lines of credit, getting a mortgage, getting a house loan, getting any type of credit or line of credit, they are going to base that off of that 68, not that 48. But that goes into something totally different. I just really want you to get a concept of this. If taxes take 22,000, that leaves you with 48. But guess what? You now still don't get to spend how you want to spend, because the next thing that comes out is your debt. Guys, that is your food, water, shelter, and clothing. So before you even pay anything, taxes have come out off the top. Your debt comes out second, and that takes another third generally. Guys, that is 15,000 of that 48 went into debt. Now I'm gonna pause right there because I want you guys to understand. If taxes took 1/3, that means that it took you 1/3 of the year to make 22,572. Guys, understand this. 1/3 of the year is equivalent to you working from January to April absolutely free. That's 1/3 of the year. So it took you 1/3 to make 22,000. Guys, that meant that you gave 4 months of free labor. Now, how are you going to get that back? Because if the government is taking a third of your taxes off the top, that forces you to look for a third at the bottom. But again, that goes into a whole different subject. I am actually going to share this with you through a course of the series of instruction that I am of nuggets. I don't want to call it instructions, but nuggets that I'm actually going to drop on you guys. Just some information that I've been shared and privileged to learn. Because guys, I was the one that was living paycheck to paycheck. I was the one trying to figure out, how do I get ahead? I'm working overtime. I've even had second jobs, and it still seems like I'm struggling or just barely making it. You know why? Because I didn't understand how money worked. And believe me, I've been at the lowest point. I've been broke. I mean, I spelled broke, B-R-O-K, and the E was on layaway. Guys, I'm telling you, that's how broke I was. But look, let me finish sharing with this with you. Because look, if 22,000 again came off the top in taxes, 15,000 came off second in your debt, that leaves you with $30,704. Guys, keep in mind, I hired you for $68,400. And right now, during this pandemic and this time of the year, big business is winning. Now, Brandon, what do you mean by that? Big business is winning because we consumers fund the stores, the companies. We're the ones that fund them. Those stores and companies are tied to the stock market, so our money feeds the stock market. But because of the pandemic and because unemployment rate is at an all-time high, guess what? That means that the companies are not able to contribute as much as they normally do with the or into the stock market because they haven't been getting the dollars from the consumers because the consumers are struggling. But if you have the wealthiest country in the world, which is America, and the US Treasury, which is the national bank, how is it that the two biggest entities don't have enough money? They printed money and sent out stimulus checks. But guess what? Who has to pay them stimulus checks back? We do. Now, what does all of that have to do with what I'm saying? Understand this. When taxes, debt, and big business go down, then your cash flow can actually go up, guys. Your big business takes $10,000. That's another third of your income of that 30. Now, what is big business? Big business is doggone your 401ks, your retirement funds. That goes with every single month. There's something geared to make you spend money. Guys, understand we're in November. Right here, just in November, in a couple of weeks, we're going to have Orange Wednesday, which is the Wednesday before Thanksgiving. That's not a national holiday, but guess what? Sales start. Then you have Brown Thursday, which is Thanksgiving. Then you have Black Friday. Then you have Small Business Saturday and Cyber Monday. That's all within a week, guys. Then you come right back to December with Christmas Eve. You come right back in December with Christmas Day, New Year's Eve. Then you go back to January with New Year's Day. Those are sales. I can go on and on. February is Valentine's Day. March, our kids are going on spring break. April is Easter. May is Mother's Day. June is Father's Day. July is 4th of July. August, guess what? The kids are going back to school. September is Labor Day. And guess what? October is Halloween. And that one day in Halloween generates over $1 billion to businesses for people buying costumes and candy. Guys, you got to understand where your money is going. And most people are taught that if I start to struggle, then I need to work a little harder, work extra hours, or go get a second job. But guess what? You're still getting taxes taken away or taken out of your second job. So the money that you're making on your second job is the money that you're giving away on your first job. I need you to understand that. The money that you are giving away on your second job is the money that you are giving, or the money that you're making on your second job is the money that you're giving away on your first job. Guys, you're working part-time on a second job if that's you. But if you're not, bottom line, that's $22,000. I want you guys to think about, how would you feel if that 22,000 was back in your pocket? Don't you guys think that your household could use that 22,000? But again, 22,000 went into taxes, 15,000 went into your debt, food, water, shelter, and clothing. Another third, and the last third, went into big business. So that really left you, out of that 68,000, $20,572.19. Guys, this is what you're living your life off of. That's vacations, anniversaries, graduations, birthdays, any recreation, wanting to go out to grab something to eat. That's coming out of 20,000. Now, you can't control everything, but one thing that you can control is your taxes, because the tax laws are there if you know how to do it. There's no reason why the wealthy are paying less taxes than the middle and lower class. It's not because they're wealthy, but it's because they're privileged to information and taught information that the middle and lower class has never been taught. But guys, I'm telling you, you want to know how to legally, ethically, and morally lower your tax bracket, put that 22,000 back into your household, and be able to write off the money that you spend anyway, definitely contact me. 678-355-8172. I want you to text me no more to 678-355-8172. And I promise you that I will personally respond to you. No automation, no sales, no hype, but real strategies. And I will share with you the information that was shared with me so that we can overcome that biggest expense. Again, guys, I'm Brandon Caldwell, and I